Cancer, how you doing? So this is not a tarot card reading section. This is just for entertainment purposes, where I'm a psychic medium, so I channel a load of messages for you to see what you have coming up. But they're saying that breakout, something to do with breakout or on break or on vacation, or we're just kind of not talking at the moment. We're going to keep ourselves to ourselves. There is something here for you that seems to be coming up as channeled wise. Is, like I said, we're on break, we're on vacation, we're not here, we've gone away. So we've gone away for a little while. So I don't know if anyone's in prison or anything like that, because I'm hearing that they've gone away for a little while and they're not actually here. So I'm hearing parents that are actually saying this. So I don't know if your parents are looking after your children or something like that, because they're saying, well, they're not actually here anymore, they've actually moved. So I'm kind of picking up where some parents might be saying to people that they actually don't live in this house anymore. They've actually moved out and they've gone to live somewhere else, or they've gone to stay with their grandma, or they've gone to stay with their mother, or because I'm picking up like a lot of breath of fresh air. Something around air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, but we're on break. Okay, so I've got 3 instances of what this break is. For some, because I'm hearing breakout, like a skin flare-up, or a breakout, or like a break-in. Hopefully there's no break-ins to do with around burglaries and stuff like that, but I am hearing breakout, break-in, let it begin. Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Marshall Mathers. But oh no, that wasn't Marshall Mathers that sang that. Who sang that one? I don't know, but Marshall. I'm hearing Marshall. I'm rather partial to Marshall. Actually, I made a song on Angel Radio that was called that. I'm rather partial to Marshall. Yeah, it's something to do with, like I said, on break, on vacation. They've gone away for a little while. We're looking after the children. You know, they're having a break. You know, it's kind of like where a couple have children and they pass the child over to the grandmother for a while so they can actually have a breather and so they can actually have a break. This is either one, go away on vacation, or basically just kind of like, just so I can have a breather and I can have a moment to myself and get a moment of clarity and just kind of think of like my next progression forward for the rest of the month. But for a lot of you, this is coming up where you're actually on break from your partner, because I keep hearing like break time, like on my break time, like at work. So if I work from home or something, because I keep picking up like on my break, separating between 1, 2 and 3, like breakfast, dinner or tea, or like my first break, second break, third break. Okay, so some of you, like I said, this is a repetitive pattern that you've played out constantly. It might be like a breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup. Could be something around Libra maybe, or a 2. Okay, but like we break up and then we make up and then we break up and then we make up and then we break up. But I don't think that there's any way back, is what they're saying, because it feels like that there's distance. Okay, whichever way it is, because I'm picking up like a Turin Breaks song, which was anyway, but something to do with, like I said, there's such distance, okay, to travel and go, that I don't know a way back. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, is what I'm picking up, because like I feel lost. Okay, so I feel like I'm lost without you, and I don't know what to do without you, and I don't know if there's any way back, because I can hear in my head jaundice, someone could be jaundice, have yellow eyes or something like that. Okay, so I don't know if that's hepatitis or anything, but like jaundice, or Jordan, the name Jordan, or Gill, fish, or something to do with Jordan, Gill, or Gill, the name Gill, or Bill. Okay, Billy or William. Okay, Willie. But yeah, like I don't know if there's any way back, because there seems to be this like this repetitive pattern, like it's played out and it's played out and it's played out, and you could be dealing with a 5, life path 5, Sagittarius, or a Taurus person placement. Okay, normally when I channel, what I do is I can channel your opposition. But in my head, what I'm seeing is that there's this break time, okay, and there's this break away, and I just need to get away, and I need to get out, and I just need to get away from the daily slog of it all, and I need to stop fighting, I need to stop thinking so much, and stop going over the same thing all the while, and I just need a break and just call it quits, and just kind of like, it's either a make or break situation. It's either like, look, I'm going to make it or I'm going to break it, but whichever way, I don't know what this is you're going to break, as I'm saying. It feels like that some of you within your love life, you could have well gone into like, you know what, all of this repetitive stuff that just seems to keep happening all the time, and everywhere do I run or go, you know, the same thing happens over again, basically. So it feels like it's a make it or break it situation, to be honest. Okay, but or fake it. You see, it's I've either got to make it, break it, or just fake it. Okay, so I don't know what that's for, but like you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a / Aries person, which would also be a 4. Okay, yeah, but they're saying on break. I need to get away for a little while. For some of you, it's just a holiday. For some of you, it's like I said, it's on a break from your partner because of this backwards and forwards, the same repetitive pattern going over the same old ground, like two lost souls. And it's just like two soulmates that are just like repetitively getting each other and getting in each other's way, and just like, oh god, everybody seems to be getting in my way at the moment. Like I really don't, I can't like pretend anymore that this hasn't happened before. I can't pretend anymore that this hasn't happened before. Whoa. Yeah, I can't pretend anymore that this hasn't happened before. So it's kind of like this repetitious pattern where it may have caused separation between you and your partner, say, and that it's kind of like this has gone on for so long that it's like how long is a piece of string. So it could be dealing with a frayed knot, which would be a Piscean somewhere in their chart, but like this has gone on for so long that I don't know if there's a way back, because what I am noticing is this repetitive stuff as being a 7. No matter which way do I always run backwards and forwards and causing more long distance. And then it feels like that it's like this polar type sort of energy of like backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and in and out. You really could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? But like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, like break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up, talk, not talk, talk, not talk, talk, not talk. And it feels like this, like my head is caught in this loop. Okay, caught in this loop. So you might be doing anything to do with loops, which I have actually. I'm kind of sequencing a load of like loops and stuff like that for Angel Radio. Got some plans for the other channel, because I keep picking up like something's repetitive and it keeps repeating. Well, that is going to be my music actually. But there's some guitar stuff and things like that. But like a repetitive loop that just plays over and plays over and then plays over and then plays over and then basically it starts again. And it, so you could be doing anything music-wise, like repeating sequences and stuff like that. Okay, sequencer, synthesizer. Some of you are looking, some of you have ordered or are looking for synthesizers or the name Cynthia or something music. But what I'm picking up for you, Cancer or Life Path 7, is something new. Like I just feel like leaving alone, and I just feel like doing something out of the ordinary and something completely different, instead of just keep thinking about this thing all the time, or Stephen or King, but like Lion, maybe Leo, okay, or an Aquarian 8, but like I just keep thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and I'm sick to death of whoever it is that is around me that thinks too much, because I'd rather not think at all, and I'd rather not think of anybody else but myself, and I would rather just do whatever it is that I want to do. And if that's go on vacation, let's go on vacation. If that's like go and sit in the garden, that's to go and sit in the garden and get a breath of fresh air. If that's just go shopping and do something on your own, it's something like that. Instead of like arguing, and instead of realising that how much I keep trying to like get through to people, whoever it is that I meet, do I find that they constantly, like the same thing happens over again, like just caught in a loop constantly, and it feels like I want to break out of this loop, and I want to break out of this cycle, and or Michael, the name Michael, but I just don't want to keep going over it. Like I don't want to keep going over it. Especially if you're like breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up, having fights, all that is kind of like, man, I don't want anything to do with anybody really, and I just want a breath of fresh air and just go out on my own or go on holiday. Like I said, you could be going on holiday and this is like a breakaway and stuff like that, and it's just getting away from like work, the daily slog and all that kind of stuff, or like, and kind of secluding yourself, I feel a little bit Cancerian, which is a good energy, because I feel it's like this moment of clarity that seems to have happened, and it's kind of like, you know what, if I really think of myself, when I do think of myself, I mean, you could be dealing with the Pisces, but like, whenever I think of myself, normally that's where I can kind of really start getting down to like what I want to do and get all the things done that I want to do, instead of like really thinking about work or really thinking about this argument, or all those kind of, they're all similar messages there for you that you've got coming up, I feel, Cancerian, from the 7th into the 14th. I keep hearing excited though, excited, like I'm excited to go away, or I'm excited for this thing to arrive. because it could be a Stephen King, just like myself, can't wait for things to arrive. Like, because I'm also picking up like a grandmother as well. Like, I can't wait for my children to arrive. Or I can't wait for my actual child to arrive, if you're in separation. But I'm also hearing like a grandmother that's kind of like, oh, I can't wait until my grandchild shows up, and I can kind of like, they're gone away, and now we can just kind of like focus on being a grandmother, right? And if it isn't, and you've got kids and you're passing them on to your grandmother then, or father, then, you know, that. Yeah, but they're saying that something is arriving that is making you feel better, because it feels like a break, or it feels like a break from your partner. It may be where you're kind of like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself and go out shopping, buy some clothes, or buy something that makes me feel good about me, okay? Instead of really dealing with anybody else, I'm going to spend my own time and money on me for a change. Instead of spending it on everybody else and spending the time with other people, I would rather spend all of my energy, all of my time on me, and focus it on me. Now, if this isn't you, it's a Pisces. But if it isn't you, it's the other person, okay? But that's the messages that I'm picking up for you. Definitely something being picked up. Like I'm looking to pick something up from you. Well, that would be my exercise bike that got sold. But like I'm looking to pick something up from you. Some of you may also be putting things into a pickup truck. If you've got like a truck or something like that, like a four-wheel drive or something like me, okay, you might be putting things in this truck, because I keep hearing, you know what, I'm just going to like bundle everything into a caravan, or I'm going to bundle everything into my car or van or truck or whatever it is, and then basically just go, like just like pretty much, you know, pinpoint a place that I want to go and think, well, I'm going to go for a drive over there and just get away and have a breather. I mean, majority of my clarity, believe it or not, as a life path 7, which is also a Cancerian, majority of my peaceful time actually comes when I'm in my four-wheel drive. Like I constantly always feel like, man, I feel like a, you know, breath of fresh air, and I always feel good when I'm on the roads. Like I like driving, and that gives me clarity, it gives me space, it gives me time. You know, if I ever really had to drive anywhere, I would normally want to be on my own, and then I can put on what music I like, just travel somewhere long distance, turn brakes, right, and then just do whatever I like. But like I said, some of you, this might even be music related, right, where it's like Paul McCartney, Band on the Run. Like we're just putting everything into the back of a ute, okay, and then we're basically just going to go out on the road, okay, and we're going to like stop off at different venues and so on and so forth, and play music, stuff like that is really what I'm hearing. So I really feel like Gail is Ollie Night, Gail Night, but is a Cancerian, I'm sure. I don't know, but he always comes up in my readings. Turin Brakes, great band if you've never listened to them. But yeah, I keep hearing this, let's just bung it all into the back of the van and let's just get rid of it. So so that's either a child, right, or it's, like I said, you might be, you know what, I feel like a clear out, right, and I feel, so some of you could be having a good old turd. But like, let's get rid of all this crap, right, let's just get rid of all this crap. Which means that if there's stuff all around the house, in the garage, in the garden, let's just bung it all into the back of this large truck or van or something like that, four-wheel drive, and let's just go and deposit it all over to the skips and stuff like that, right? You recycling, the recycling centre. So you might be doing something like that, and you find very much like a lot of therapeutic energy of like just tidying up, clearing up, you know, organising some stuff around, make your space a lot more kind of like livable, okay, instead of like just stuff that's everywhere, and organising your week or month, really, the rest of it probably, because it feels like that I'm going to be more efficient when I get things tidy. When things are like not tidy in my mind and there's so much aggression and fight, I need clarity of mind and just have a break. And also like when there's a lot of clutter around the house and there's probably new things arriving, I need to like declutter the house and then ready for this new lot of stuff that I may have ordered or something like that. And this could also be a grandmother as well, where she's tidying up, ready for the grandchild to come over and visit and stay, okay? Because I'm picking up like a cleaner, someone that cleans a lot, or you are just generally cleaning quite a lot and think, you know what, sod it. Let's open the windows, let's open the curtains, let's let the sun in, and let's basically just kind of, you know, clean up, okay? Clean house also. So I really think that you're organising things, and you know what? If you're no good in my life, then there's no point me contacting you either. And if there's no good you being here, that like going through your Facebook maybe and just getting rid of people and thinking, oh God, everything just needs decluttering. Like your PC, computer, stuff like that. Oh, that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Yeah, that can go as well. That can go. Okay, and then let's go through the drawers and the papers and everything else. Okay, that's an old letter. Rip it up now. Okay, let's just rip that up. I don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. You know, I really keep picking up that someone's like completely decluttering everything, like ready for the. Well, I mean, it's kind of summer already. Like, but I'm hearing summer. The name summer or sunny. Yeah, decluttering. I think a lot of you could, like I said, on physical break from your partner. And because they're saying that we're on break, we're on vacation, there's a sign on the door saying non-vacant. Okay, vacancies. That's what I'm saying. I think that there is a vacation here. Because I can see this vacancies. Like, there's parking spaces. Or that there's vacancies at a hotel. Or there's vacancies here and you can come and stay over here if you want. There's vacancies here. You can stay with the grandparents. You can stay here if you want. There's vacancies. So some of you might be looking for an agency and work and looking for places where there is for like a vacancy. Okay. I'm also picking up, what's the word? And like a modelling contract or something, because I'm picking up like a contract. Like I'm looking for a contract or someone that's loyal, or someone has a love relationship that's more loyal instead of like argumentative. But somewhere to stay. They're saying like I might need somewhere to stay. So we're looking for vacancies. But there's a company here that I'm picking up as well that's saying, yeah, we've got vacancies, you know, like I have room. So that might be like tarot readings and stuff like that, for instance, because I am a 7. Okay, so like people ask and they say, have you got any room? Yeah, I can fit you in for a reading, which I do. They are provided below. But like, can you fit me in as vacancy? Can you fit me in? Can you fit me in here? Can you fit me in at this time? I mean, is this where you're going like completely pampering yourself, right? And you're going like, look, I really need a manicure and all that. Can you fit me in on Wednesday or Tuesday? Yeah, or like going through your Filofax and making a lot of dates, or you've got a lot of things coming up where there may be appointments, and you're like, you know what, I've got quite a lot of appointments this week, and I've got this day where I'm going here, I've got this day where I'm going to go over there, I've got an appointment over the hospital or the doctors on this day, and you know, and like going through and think, I'm just going to get away for a little while and have a day off and just go to all these appointments and or to all these job interviews, or whichever way it is. It's something like that for you. I really do feel quite a lot. I feel like a lot of you are on your own in this time, and you're kind of like, I'm just going to get away and do the things I want to do, okay, and just go and get my appointments done, Filofax, business stuff, education, whatever it is. But that's what I've got for you, Cancer. So that's your intergalactic messages so far. If you want to have a look, because now we're going to do on a different video, you'll find it on the end screen. I'm not going to babble like I did in the Gemini reading, because that was quite, I don't know. But, well, someone was complaining and saying that you're absolute full of BS and, like, you're crap and everything. But everybody does complain now and again. But, like, anyway, so if you want to join, it's going to be on YouTube. It'll just be on the end screen. But this is going to be, like, spiritual or anything else that's coming up. Loads of different questions. And then clarify them, okay? That's going to be your weekly, okay, from the 7th until the 14th. And then over on Patreon will actually be a you versus them, but I'll tell you if you're coming over to the other side. If you're not watching that and you are on Patreon and you want to go over to Patreon soon, that's where you'll see the you versus them, okay? But on the end screen there will be something that will redirect you to your next reading, which will be this one, okay? So it'll be on the screen or be after this video, okay? Alright, thank you so much, Cancerian, and I'll see you over there.